What do Cooper Flagg and Michael Jordan possibly have in common? They look nothing alike and play nothing alike, but Cooper just became the first rookie since Jordan in 41 years to drop 30 or more points with 5 or more rebounds in 4 straight games. A throwaway stat? Hardly. After a brutal first 10 games where Cooper was averaging just 13.9 points, the doubts came immediately. We weren't watching a generational prospect. He didn't deserve the #1 pick. We were watching a teenager who would need years to adjust to the pace of the NBA. But then, something changed.
Never see it. Coming towards this guy.
He was wanting to do bad things on that trip to the basket. Never turned him away, and then Flagg does bad things when he takes it inside.
Since the 1980 season, only 3 NBA rookies have averaged at least 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists per game in their first year. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, and Luka Doncic. LeBron James is not on this list, but Cooper Flagg is on pace to become name number 4. And when evidence starts to pile up like this, we need to change the questions we are asking. Cooper Flagg's game might not be eye-popping, but what if true greatness sometimes doesn't look the way we expect? In the 2025 draft combine, Cooper Flagg recorded a 35.5-inch vertical, and the Twitter comments were ruthless. No hops, white men can't jump, Bronny's max vert was 40.5 inches. This kind of instant reaction shows us why so many people brushed Cooper Flagg aside. We have been trained to attach the generational tag to the Zion Williamson types, the athletic forces who are also human highlight reels. But when we compare Cooper's current rookie season stats to a rookie LeBron, Luka, and Kevin Durant, we see that among the best of the best, Cooper Flagg fits right in. But athleticism doesn't always decide who actually produces. Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic's games were misunderstood early on in their careers because their playstyles were built on extreme skill and basketball IQ. Cooper fits more into this mold, although to be fair, his vertical is good enough where he has thrown down some monster dunks.
Brandon Williams pushes the tempo. Najee, Cooper!
But most importantly here, Cooper's early origin story actually resembles Luka's in that both were basketball prodigies. As if we take a step back in time to the 2022 FIBA U17 World Cup, it's here where a baby-faced Cooper showed us that while his eye test might not be crazy, his production has always been otherworldly. As a 15-year-old playing 2 years up, Cooper was a defensive star, finishing 3rd in the entire tournament in rebounding, 4th in steals, and 2nd in blocks. Impressive, but it was in the championship where Cooper took a giant step on his path towards greatness. In the biggest game of his life, Cooper led Team USA to a 12-point win against Spain, as Coop finished with 10 points, 17 rebounds, 8 steals, and 4 blocks. Absolutely absurd, but even crazier. Cooper wasn't supposed to be on this team.
At the time, 13-year-old playing against the U-Main guys, and he would struggle for like 12 minutes. And then for the last 30 minutes of the scrimmage, he would start to dominate. And then when we sped the game up, the game just slowed down for him. So I call USA Basketball the next day. I call Duke the next day. I'm telling you guys, man, this guy is nasty.
This is Cooper Flagg's pattern. Consistently, Cooper Flagg plays above his age. He gets judged too harshly, but then he adjusts and becomes a dominant force. His stats in his first 20 NBA games were very underwhelming for a #1 pick, but his stats since then make him look like a legitimate future NBA star. We are watching his pattern unfold in the NBA. We are watching him dominate yet again in real time. Because let's remember, this is truly nothing new.
Oh, behind the back. Got it. Oh, Cooper Flagg reaching deep into the bag tonight.
After his Team USA World Cup win, Cooper reclassified a year up in high school, and against older competition, Coop was not only National Player of the Year, but also he became the first non-NBA player to be invited to the Team USA Select Team since 2013, and on a select team that scrimmaged against the gold medal winning Team USA senior team, a select roster that had players such as Jalen Duren, Peyton Pritchard, Brandon Miller, Jalen Suggs, and Amen Thompson. It was Cooper Flagg who was voted the team's best player. However, I will say that it's understandable to not automatically assume that this same pattern will repeat itself in the NBA. We have watched plenty of high school and college stars fail to make the leap at the highest level, and Cooper's first NBA game was a true welcome to the league moment. Forced into a point guard role, Coop scored just 10 points with 10 rebounds against the Spurs as Wemby showed him what a true NBA superstar looks like.
Wemby spinning, elevating, you bet! A 40-point opener for Victor Wembanyama.
And while Coop is still not close to the same player that Wemby is, Coop's improvements have been staggering as well. Against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, we saw Coop come into his own. Matched up against Jokic, Coop probed, attacked the basket, and threw down a huge dunk, then screamed in Jokic's face. Wild for a rookie, and this dunk was not the only statement Coop made. He also scored 33 points with 9 rebounds and 9 assists against Denver, and after the game, Jokic praised him specifically for how mature he looked out on the court. Cooper Flagg had turned 19 years old just 2 days before. And this game not only showed Coop's skill, it also showed the final piece of what makes him a young star and a player who can truly touch greatness: his mentality. Cooper Flagg is not the most athletic player on the court, but he has dunked on several players this season and let loose his signature scream because, at his heart, Cooper Flagg is a trash-talking menace of a competitor. He is the type that will do anything to win, and what sets a lot of the true greats apart is their ability to play on both sides of the court. At Duke, Cooper would become one of just 5 freshmen in basketball history to win National Player of the Year, and wouldn't you know it, the pattern was there again. In his first 10 college basketball games, Cooper averaged just 15.9 points per game while shooting 42.9% from the field and 22.2% from 3. In his final 21 games, those numbers jumped up to 21.1 points, Coop shot 52.5% from the field and 44.9% from 3. He then led Duke to the Final Four, where in the national semifinals, he scored 27 points and almost finished with one of the best legacy shots ever if he had just made this.
15 seconds left. Now it's Flagg. Makes his move. Flagg. Back in. Flagg. Short. Rebound by Houston.
An unfortunate miss, but I mentioned before, Cooper performs at both ends of the court, and at Duke, he was truly an analytical megastar. He was 5th in the nation in PER, 3rd in defensive rating, 2nd in win shares per 40 minutes, and 1st in box score plus minus. So while his game may not have been jaw-dropping to watch, the stat sheet was jaw-dropping to look at. It showed a player who led his team to wins in a way that was historic. And in the NBA, while it has gone slightly underrated, Cooper has continued to make history. In the post-merger era, in their first 40 games, only 3 rookies have had 750 points, 150 assists, 50 steals, and 30 blocks. Those men are Ron Harper, Michael Jordan, and Cooper Flagg. But no great rookie season would be complete without a signature performance. And that is something that Cooper has already given us. Because Cooper's former college teammate, Con Knipple, has turned heads this year as a true challenger for the Rookie of the Year award. And so when the two took the court against each other on January 29th, the opportunity for a statement game was right there for both of them. And early on, it was Con who was hot. In the first quarter, he led both teams in scoring with 12 points, but then it was Cooper Flagg's time to go to work. Early in the second, Coop took the ball and attacked the rim with the relentless force he's been showing and gave us a poster. Very shortly after that, he swatted Miles Bridges, ended up with a rebound, and then in transition showed us the already elite soft touch he has for an and one. His three-pointer was falling this quarter, but also watch as he showcases his ability to score in multiple ways. As against Con, on one play he drives, takes the bump, and connects on a one-legged fall away. Then on another drive, he takes the ball against Con and throws up a very nice floater. So while Con may have started off this game hot and getting the best of Coop, Cooper ended the second quarter with 23 points and ended the game with 49. He did miss a game-tying shot to end this one, yet again leaving room on the table to really tap into a true historic moment. But with his 49 points, he became one of just 9 rookies to score 45 or more points in a single game since Michael Jordan's draft. He also became one of just 5 rookies to score 45 points since the year 2000. Coop was born in 2006, and this 49-point game was not just a heater. It wasn't a one-off, it was a statement, because Cooper Flagg has shown the same basketball pattern since he was 15 years old, and now in the NBA, it is happening again. There we have it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I really think you're going to like the videos that are currently on the screen. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You're awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day and cue that music.